Let's go live. That's what I'm doing. I'm out here driving around. See if we get anybody to show up. Anybody to show up. Anybody to show up. Live family, if anybody's out there. And you guys went on my earlier Twitter page. I thought I better do another one. Cover everybody on YouTube and Facebook. It's only went live on Twitter a couple hours ago. A lot of you cats are not signed up to my Twitter page. So, now this is a quick makeshift. You know, my thunder's not that good because I was typing while I was driving. Come on in, have a seat. I want to talk about the notorious OJ. So, let some people show up for a minute. I don't got the other intro no more because Joby took it down. So, if anybody's new, if you sub to the channel, let me do this first. So how you guys doing? How you doing, Kay? How you doing, Jibba Jabba? How you doing, Byron? Now I know if you guys were on my earlier Twitter feed. Let me know if you guys were in Twitter when I did the Twitter show about a couple of hours ago. I don't like that. I really don't like that Twitter too much. You can't. Nobody can comment. It's all weird, and you don't never know who's in there. So let me know if you guys got my Twitter rant on OJ. If not, that's why I decided to do it again. I don't know who the hell was on Twitter. who the hell be up in there? I don't know who be on Twitter. So this might be the first time you guys are catching my rants. If you wasn't on Twitter this about 2 hours ago, about 2.5 hours ago, I went live on Twitter talk about OJ and the case heard around the world, right? You guys let me know if that music's too loud. Hey guys, let me know if that music's too loud. I might have to turn it down. Now it's gonna sound like I'm driving. You guys let me know if I'm if the music is too loud or not. know, start coming on here just doing some shows like this during the week. It's gonna be off the cuff. I can't share it on my phone. All right, let me turn it down some. Now you have to go to the Twitter one. I just want to know, because I'm going to be repeating a lot of stuff that I said. Let me turn on this music. This app. All right, that should be a little better. Yeah, because I'm going to be repeating a lot of stuff that I already covered in the Twitter post, on the Twitter live I did. So OJ is dead at 76. And like I said, I know white people are happy as hell about his passing. Because like I told you, with them, they always see color first. It's not about right or wrong or justice. They see color first in everything you do. And I'm not going to be too disparaging to OJ. He's one of the only bootlegs to go to prison for trying to steal back his own stuff. The white supremacists want him so bad, he went to prison for trying to retain his own stuff. And that, chicken in my mouth. And that's what I'm going to start with. Logic and reasoning. Right? About logic and reasoning. See, when it comes to race and white people, they throw out logic and reasoning concerning us. It's always about race. They pretend to live in what they say a colorblind society. Oh, it's a colorblind society. It is not. The system they set up is not about any justice. It's about race first for them, the white race. So we don't live in a justice system. We live in a white supremacist system. And this is going to segue back to OJ, what I'm talking about with OJ, but concerning OJ. Now, OJ is really a functional moron, okay? He's a functional moron. And the ideal, if you was using any kind of logic and reasoning, you would have already known that he did not commit those murders 30 years ago. Remember, that was 1994. 30 years later, he's dead. 2024, 1994. 30 years later. So it must be something synchronistic. So you would know he did not commit these murders that white America accused him of. Now his wife, Nicole, and her friend Faye Resnick were caught up in all kinds of nefarious acts because they were, drug users. The good cocaine drug, right? Not the crack, but the cocaine. And so, the white establishment never wanted to throw this white woman under the bus. It was always about this black man being accused and convicted of a crime that he didn't commit. That's what they wanted to do. And the only thing that saved OJ is that he had the financial wherewithal to hire good attorneys, which most black people, especially black men, do not have that possibility. They don't have the deep pockets to do that. So this afforded OJ a defense better than most people. So let's break it down. You have Faye Resnick, you have Nicole, you have the goofy Kato Kalin, right? The house guest, Why he's got a white man house guest? I'll never understand that part. But OJ is an old time Uncle Coon Negro. He's an old time Uncle Coon Negro. And excuse me, guys, I'm still driving, so I'm probably gonna go in and out sometimes. Just let me know when my audio is going in and out. So, on the day of her murder, the white media and the white establishment wanted the world to believe that this man, OJ, went over to his ex-wife's house in a fit of rage and jealousy to confront her for I don't know what, because she'd already been sleeping around with numerous men. So, out the blue, remember he had a business trip going to Chicago later on that day. But according to the white media and white establishment, he decided in a fit of rage and jealousy to go over there, and remember, he almost decapitated this woman's head. And then coming out, Ron Goldman, being at the wrong place at the wrong time, was returning her glasses from a certain restaurant that her and her best friend, Faye Resnick, would frequent many times. And now that we know through the year that was run by the mob. See, and this was never established that she had mob connections because of her drug use. This was never established. They never wanted to put that out there. Remember, she was the good white woman, and he was the big black nigger, right? She was a good white woman, so they never wanted to dirty up her image and trying to find out the truth of the matter. Now, follow me here, because like I said, OJ is a functioning moron. So, the media would have you believe that this man, in a fit of rage and jealousy, right, decided to get up and go to his ex-wife's house and decide to sever her head. Remember, her head was almost cut off from her body, right? That was the story we got. And then also, Ron Goldman's head was almost severed. Now, we're supposed to believe that. Now, understand, these are sociopathic murders. These are mass murders. These are sociopathic mass murders, right? Sociopathic mass murders. So, and well orchestrated, guys. Understand, these murders were well orchestrated. Well orchestrated. So we're supposed to believe that OJ, in a fit of rage and jealousy, decides to go to his ex-wife, who they're not on good terms with. It was like they were going back and forth and sleeping with each other. They had already severed ties. So he goes over and cuts their heads off, but there's no blood evidence. This man, who's not a professional killer, he's not a professional anything, right, managed to sever these people's heads off. See, this is what I'm telling you, how logic and reasoning doesn't work with white people when it's concerning race. So he severs both their heads literally almost off the body, but gets no blood on him. Now, is OJ a contract killer? Has he had experience in these kind of murders before? Because if not, when you sever someone's head off for the first time, and then actually two, there's blood everywhere. Now you chop off somebody's neck, there's blood coming out everywhere. But the white media would have you believe that OJ was this sinister mastermind mass murderer who killed them and when you cut someone's neck out, family, I hate to tell you, they're going to fight back. There's going to be some kind of bruises, lacerations, somewhere on your body. Because they're not just going to allow you, they're not just going to lift their neck up and say, hey, slice my jugular, please. Could you please slice my jugular? I've been wanting to get my jugular sliced all day. That's not what they're going to say. That's not what they're going to tell you. Okay? So knowing that OJ didn't have any experience in slitting throats, there would have been blood evidence everywhere on his body, on his clothes. And as we know, everybody's watched CSI. Everybody's watched Law and Order. Doodle. We know there are certain agents that they use no matter how well you clean yourself up, where they can detect blood, right? No matter how much you clean yourself up or clean up a certain spot, there's always blood evidence because they can use certain chemicals to bring this out. Okay? So we're supposed to believe that OJ knew how to kill people and also get rid of the blood evidence that these certain chemicals that they use in defining what blood is, where to go at, how much blood is there. None of these things worked in OJ's case. I told you now you gotta forego logic and reasoning because he's black. White people they forego logic and reasoning when they're black. So remember, OJ's the big black nigga. He's the bad guy. And they made Nicole the good white woman. Oh my God, she's clean as white snow. Now we knowing that there were altercations between OJ and his ex-wife, because remember there was a call that came in a little bit prior to the murders that she called in on him when he came over the house and found her in the living room giving fellatio to some stranger to him. I don't know if she was engaged by this individual, but it was a stranger to him. So she was giving fellatio in front of his children. And so he, as any man, he went off on her about that. He said, if you're going to have another man's dick in your mouth, please be respectful of our children and wait till they're out the house. Don't do fellatio in front of our children. So if you guys remember the famous call when she called in on him, he's OJ. I think you know his record, right? I can't share the audio because I'm on my phone, guys. I wish I said the audio. When she calls in a law enforcement agency and she said, you know his record, he's OJ. And OJ's in the back talking about her giving fellatio to one of her boyfriends in front of their children. But they use that to try to set up a narrative of him being the bad guy. They want to set up a narrative of him being the bad guy. So we know there was no more intimate feelings between him and her. So he wouldn't have ran over there in a jealous rage. That right there with logic and reasoning destroys the rage and jealousy narrative. That destroys that. Because he didn't have nothing to do with this woman. He was mad because she was doing fellatio in the living room in front of their children. So there wouldn't have been no bits of jealousy and rage toward this woman and whoever she was dating. He didn't care. So Right there, it was no reason to come back and sever her head and sever the guy that accidentally walked in on them. There's no reason for this because there's no love and no passion going on between them. There's no passion there. So logic and reasoning goes out the window when it's concerning them. They always try to gaslight you with the fake, oh, it's a colorblind society. Don't talk, you black people always talk about race. We talk about race because you make everything about race. That's what they do. Logic and reasoning would have told you that OJ was innocent from the beginning. But remember, it became the trial of the century. It was hyped up and just logic. So follow me now. Let's just walk the timeline here. So OJ goes on his business meeting, flies to Chicago. Okay? He comes back from Chicago and says he's got some kind of like little nick on his finger. Now, some nick is not a nick on your finger doesn't justify the mass murder, the brutal murder of two grown individuals who definitely would have been fighting back for their lives. So there's no blood evidence. He wouldn't have the time to clean up the blood because he flew out to Chicago. So fast forward. We all know later on we find OJ in the Bronco going down I-5. Was I-5 or was it I-10? I think it was I-5 he was going down. Either one, I-5 or I-110, one of them. Going 25 miles an hour with about 50 to 60 police cars behind him and 3 or 4 helicopters on him. Now, you don't get this much overkill for somebody that robbed the Federal Reserve Bank. But see, I want you to tell you how logic and reasoning don't work with white people when it's concerning race. They are race crazy. God, gotta excuse me, I'm eating my chicken too, so forgive me. So you think the apprehension of OJ was a little bit overkill? You just think just a little bit? You think the apprehending of OJ for the world can see was a little bit overkill? So, yeah, Alcee his boy, you know, that was like the craziest getaway I've ever seen. And you know, I remember that because that's when I was still looking at sports. And I was still a sports junkie. That was, and I can tell you, everybody probably remembers when they seen the damn Bronco on TV. I was pissed off about it because I didn't care anything about it because it interrupted the NBA championship. It interrupted the NBA championship with the Houston Rockets and the New York Knicks. Houston Rockets and the New York Knicks. So I was already pissed by that. I was like, man, what is this? What are we looking at? What is this shit I'm looking at? What's this? You see, I didn't know at the time how iconic it was going to be, right? I didn't know, OJ was running from murder, none of this stuff yet, right? And I know how iconic it was. What the hell? Remember, they interrupted all sports games. I mean, they interrupted like the president coming on with the with the what's that called? The Dress to the Nation, right? The Dress to the Nation. They superseded every TV. I want you to know how race crazy these people are, right? They broke into every TV broadcast. It was like a game. I'm like, what? The game was at, the game was at the good parts, right? The game was at one of the good parts. I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? What the hell is going on? You know, you slow and Bronco either on the 110 or the 5 or the I-10, I-5, whatever he was at, right? And this is how they do race. They superseded every TV program. I'm like, what the hell is this? What is going on? What's with the? I'm all excited with the game. And if I remember, the Knicks were down. The Knicks were down to Houston. And at that time, I was a Knicks fan. You know, I'm from LA. I was a Knicks fan. I'm like, yeah, because Jordan had retired, right? I said, yeah, we finally in the championship. Fuck that damn Jordan. About time we finally beat it. Because you guys don't remember, and Big Cheese remember me, a Chicago fan. It was all like for 3 years in a row, it was always the Knicks against the Bulls. And the Bulls kept beating the Knicks to go to the championship game. It was just tearing at my inside. But finally that cool-ass Jordan had retired. I'm like, goddamn right. Time us to win a championship. And I'm all in the game, and this shit comes on. And this bullshit comes on. What is this? The hell is going on? They would have thought OJ killed a bunch of white women, robbed the bank. He blew up the damn federal building out there in LA and everything else. Like, so this is how they do overkill, fam. It's overkill, right? Because they don't have logic and reasoning when it comes to black men, black women. We don't live, and that's how we can always tell them, we don't live in a system of justice. We live in a system of white supremacy. So back when I'm saying logic and reason would have told you that OJ couldn't have committed this murder. No, OJ is a moron. Those killings were a sophisticated hit. That was a drug hit. That was a drug hit. Because either her and Freddie Resnick, her best friend, had been getting drugs on credit. And that restaurant that Goldman cat came from was their spot. That was their hangout spot. And that was ran by the mob. So they were getting freebie drugs from the mob and not paying their bills. So that was clearly a drug hit by the mob. Clearly. This has never been investigated. And I had put it together years ago. I said, OJ's a moron. And I was already mad that they messed up my game and we lost that damn championship shit. So I was already pissed, right? So when you start laying out the evidence, and at that time, I just dropped out of law school, right? So you lay out the evidence, without any bias. As black people, we don't have any bias. Most black people don't know how to be biased. We're just a just people. We always say, well, right is right, right is right, and wrong is wrong, baby. You did wrong, you got to do that time. Not for white people, not for them. So, white people just know. So me not having any bias, not really give a shit about OJ. So I wanted to see what the evidence was there. And remember, black people were rooting for OJ. They didn't mean to like OJ. They were rooting for him because they knew he was innocent, and they knew white people wanted to railroad him into prison. That's when, you've seen the divide after after OJ was acquitted. But let me finish. Let me walk us through this, right? So there's no blood evidence found. Now remember, I want you guys to remember the key part of this evidence, that Nicole's head was almost severed from her body. Ron Goldman's head was almost severed from his body. So this is a person that has experience in doing this kind of hit. This is a hit. So this is a person that has experience in chopping off motherfuckers' heads, right? Or severing their heads from their spine. This is experience. You don't one day wake up, decide to chop off somebody's head. You don't know how to get to the bone, the neck bone and all that crazy shit. You ain't got the experience to go. No amount of rage, no amount of jealousy is gonna make you almost sever someone's head and have no blood evidence on your body. That means this was a professional hit. And Ron Goldman walked up on the professional. That's why he was killed the same way, because this person who was murdering Nicole was a professional. This is what the evidence shows, that this was a professional hit. Because the guy, when Ron Goldman walked up on them, it was done the same way. That means he had experience doing this kind of job before. So the idea that you could get a civil case against OJ Simpson when you couldn't improve it in a criminal case, absolutely, that's how white supremacy worked. Because they had to get him for something, so Ron Goldman's family took him to court on a civil case. Common sense would have told them there's no way OJ killed their son. But they didn't care about that. They seen him as black. See, this is how they're dealing with psychopaths, trying to find out who was the sociopath that killed Nicole and Ron. This was a damn hit. As I told Judge Joe years ago, I said, this is a hit. This is an organized hit. This is what I'm looking at. This is what any good lawyer would know. This was a hit. So, remember they said he had those gloves on. But those gloves never had any blood evidence. You know, he didn't have to put the gloves on to be acquitted, because if I'm chopping off heads, I'm going to have blood particles all over my gloves. I'm going to have particles all on my gloves, right? Whether the gloves have fit or not, that was really stupid. If the gloves don't fit, you must acquit. Whether the gloves fit or not, I have brain particles, all kind of human material on these gloves. There's no way you're gonna clean that shit off. It defies logic and reasoning. I want you to know the kind of psychopathic system we live in. It defies logic and reasoning. So then, when people heard that tape of her talking about, you know OJ, you know his record, and OJ's telling them in the background, yeah, tell them I'm here because you've been given fellatio, you've been given head to some stranger in front of our kids. Remember, in the beginning they wanted to play that, but when people started examining what OJ said, see, I followed the hell out this case. When people started saying, hey, let's calm the noise down and listen to what OJ's saying, because they were taking OJ's audio and they were elevating his audio so you can hear exactly what he's saying. He's saying this no good broad has been sucking dick in front of the children. So that once again was destroying the good white woman. So they stopped playing. You guys remember they stopped using that audio on the Today Show or Good Morning America. They stopped using it because somebody enhanced the audio and you can hear OJ clearly say, she's in there sucking dick in front of our children. And I think it's inappropriate. See, so they couldn't use that. They couldn't use that no more. That destroyed the good white woman. The good, he's lustful after her. He's enraged. He's enraged and he's jealous. I'm jealous. I'm enraged. I'm a jealous, enraged nigga. And my somebody's fucking my good white woman. So I'm gonna get up in the middle of the night and go chop her goddamn head off, and then I'm gonna go to a business meeting in Chicago, right? And then this music can understand, to commit this kind of crime, you have to be a professional family. You have to be not a psychopath, but a sociopath. This is a mob hit. This is a sociopath. Done clean, and it was leaving a message. That's why the heads were being severed. It was leaving a message, and it was done clean. It was done so professional. That's why the bodies were left like that. That's why the bodies were left to be exposed, to be found. This is a message say, fuck around and find out. If you don't pay our money, you think you're just going to be here having a good time, smoking our drugs up, snorting our drugs up, and we not getting our money. This is what you can expect. This is what you're going to expect. But that avenue, that level of investigation was never allowed to go that way. That was the logical thing you're looking at. Even the police would have been able to see that, but no, they were concerned about race, about this black man and this white woman, who was no love for anymore, was no jealousy. See, that didn't fit the narrative. They tried to keep making him a jealous man. He wasn't jealous of this woman anymore. They had already moved on. And in fact, she was trying to get back with him. And he was like, no, you're a drug addict. And I don't like the friends that you hang around. But see, that didn't fit their narrative of the crazy nigga. He had to be the crazy, jealous nigga. He's a crazy, wild nigga. He's jealous. You crazy. You can't stop a crazy, wild nigga. Yeah, they're celebrating today, exactly. You can't stop a crazy, wild nigga. You can't stop him. Especially when they says he's like King Kong as a white woman. Yeah, I forgot about Kris Jenner. That was another one of her friends. And remember, that was another of her friends. And there's rumor that Kris Jenner slept with OJ too. I don't know. I can't substantiate those claims. I can't substantiate those claims about Kris Jenner and OJ. I can't substantiate them claims. But that was the word on the street, because remember, Kris Jenner's first husband, Robert Kardashian, was one of OJ's best friends. And then they had a falling out, but they never spoke. So people rumored that OJ was sleeping with his wife. Now, I don't know. But we know that Kris Jenner has a propensity for black ding dong. Right? We know Kris Jenner has a propensity for black ding dong, so hey, I don't know. That's just the word on the streets. That's the word on the streets. Because remember, Robert Kardashian was going to be one of OJ's lawyers, but he dropped out. And they had a falling out, but they never said it when it was over. Right? They never said when it was over. So, but on the street, allegedly, Kris Jenner was giving up that coochie to OJ. Allegedly. Like I said, I can't confirm or deny that one way or the other. I can't confirm or deny that one way or the other. So, OJ's face is darkened on the mag. Remember they made OJ all dark? Is he the #1 killer in America? He was on Time on Newsweek. And if you remember, I was laughing. You guys remember, OJ was doing his black campaigning. OJ don't give a shit about black people. But then you start finding OJ running around with black churches, trying to get his black street cred back so black people would go to bat for his no good ass, right? Because all the good white folks had turned their back on his ass, right? Because for everything that he had been to them, all they seen was race. They didn't see whatever friendship they had with his ass. They seen him as black. And so they turned their back on him. And that you see, I followed this shit. It was so funny because that, you know, if you guys remember, OJ was turned up in black churches. I mean, all over the country. You spot him in a black church in New York, black church in D.C., a black church down south, black church in LA. This Negro never went to no black neighborhoods ever. He despised black people. As Jim Brown told you, OJ despised being around anybody black. He despised our ass. You know, you got the famous statement of them asking OJ, are you black? OJ said, I'm OJ. I'm OJ. But OJ, aren't you black? No, I'm OJ, man. OJ, are you black? Man, I'm OJ, nigga. I'm not black, I'm OJ. So when he was accused of chopping out people's heads, now he's black again. So the same shit Candace Owens is doing right now. Because Candace Owens is right now on a rehabilitation junket. She's on a rehabilitation tour, trying to come back to black society. But OJ was like, I'm OJ, man. So I guess his lawyers told him to get out there so black people wouldn't think, of course he was doing it for PR, because black people didn't like OJ. They knew he was a coon. OJ was an unapologetic coon. He didn't ever pretend to be nothing more than what he was. OJ was an unapologetic coon. I'm OJ. Hey, what about the black community, OJ? I don't know. I'm OJ. I don't know about these blacks. I'm OJ. I'm OJ, nigga. I'm OJ. And I'm okay being OJ. That way he told you. I wish I was on my computer. I showed time he's been around the black community, going to all them churches. I said, look at this disingenuous shit here. Because he knew he had a problem. He knew he had a problem with his own race of people, but black people being loving, right? Us being loving and what? Fair-minded. Even though we knew OJ was a coon, we know he was an innocent coon. And so we were still going to back him because he was innocent. Not that he was a coon, we already knew he was a coon. But we were going to back him because we knew he was innocent. Logic and reason told you that OJ did not kill this lady or kill this other Jewish dude. Just logic. OJ being a whole moron, not half a moron, a whole moron, is not a sociopathic killer. Okay? He's not a professional hitman. He's not a sociopathic killer. He's a whole moron. You must have some intelligence and to be able to detach yourself emotionally. That would make you a sociopath. Be able to detach yourself emotionally and slice somebody's goddamn head off. That's what you do. So read you guys' comments. So read you guys' comments. Denies Mo Shapiro. I'm trying to read it. Man, phone is so damn small. Hard to read and drive that shit and see it. But yeah. So, logic and reasoning would have told you OJ is not no mastermind killer. Right? But you guys remember how big they blew this? It was now the case of the century. Now, how does a moron ex-football player who supposedly kills a drug addict ex-wife the case of the century? No, they saw it in race. This black man, this big black man who used to be a pro athlete, killed this poor defenseless white woman, clean as the driven snow. Remember, that was the image that they were given. So they never wanted to tell you about her past, her being a rampant drug user, had unpaid drug charges. Drug debts, my fault. Unpaid drug debts to shady individuals. That never was allowed to come to the forefront of their media. Right? That was never allowed to come to the forefront. It was always OJ. What about OJ? OJ tried to get away. He had what they say, OJ? You guys remember what OJ had in a little knapsack inside the back of that Bronco? Remember, they said he was trying to go to Mexico, but I think he was going the wrong way. Remember, they tried to say he was going to Mexico. Remember, they said he was trying to go to Mexico. I think he was going the wrong way. I think he was heading north on the 501. The 5 or the 101, whatever the hell he was on. I think he was going the wrong way. He wasn't going south towards Mexico. He was going north towards Canada. He was headed back up to his old neighborhood, San Francisco. Yeah, that's right. He was on the 5. He was on the 5. Now I do remember. He was on the 5. And he was going north towards San Francisco. And of course he had a gun and he wanted to take his own life. Because he knew him being a black man, he wasn't going to get any justice. So he was all messed up, all shaken up. All the media was against him. Of course, every white person, oh, he's guilty. He's guilty. This no good nigga killed the innocent white woman. This no good bastard. This no good bastard killed one of our white women. Oh, you dirty nigga, you gotta get you dirty nigga. And y'all remember, white people, everywhere you went, OJ, get it. You remember white people all in your face, all in everybody's black face, asking what they think about OJ. And they got mad when most black people, unless you was a coon, say, yeah, OJ's innocent, he killed that lady. Ah, what you talking about? He's guilty. That's when you know when the verdict came, the whole white race went crazy in America. Ah! Motherfuckers was falling out of the train stations, falling out of bus stop. You guys remember that shit? But let me not jump ahead. Let me take it piece by piece. I'm going too far ahead of the story, but y'all remember that? You seen Black America cheer? Yeah! That's how you know you're living in two different worlds. Two different countries. You guys remember black people going, yay! White people like, oh! I remember hearing teachers say they wanted to commit suicide because OJ was found innocent. White women. People falling out on the deck of the subway, all that bust out. Oh, oh, Jesus! How can this nigga get away? God damn. Damn, I wish I had my computer show that shit. That shit was crazy. The white people took that L like, man, we gotta get this nigga. I don't care what we gotta do. What we gotta do. No way this nigga escaped. Because OJ escaped the noose. Because remember, they were gonna want to give his ass the death penalty. OJ escaped the noose. Alright? So let me walk us back some. Let me go back some. Let me go back. So OJ's on his redemption tour, trying to be black, trying to be a fake black hope. He's all in these black churches. Yes, it was just so creepy. You tell this nigga had no attachment to black society whatsoever. It was so creepy. Like, yes, I believe we're all black and blah, but now he was black. He wasn't OJ no more. But they're gonna put his ass in the death chamber, put his ass in an electric chair, or give him that shot. He wasn't OJ no more. That nigga was black. They had that goofy Negro singing in choirs, all kind of shit, trying to rehabilitate his damn image amongst black people. OJ was singing in choirs and shit in Chicago. I remember this shit like this. He's in Chicago, D.C., New York. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. So you had a lot of build up before the trial, right? Took them almost a year to get the trial set. So they died in 94. They didn't start trying them till 95. So the news media was trashing the shit out of OJ. They were always destroying them in the court of public opinion to white people. They were trashing the shit out of his ass. I remember he's being canceled. A certain all the endorsement deals were gone. They canceled all that shit. So he became a pariah, right? OJ became a pariah. OJ became a social pariah. He wasn't allowed to be in decent company no more, right? They did him worse than they did Tiger Woods for cheating on his white woman. They did OJ worse than they did that old handkerchief head ass Tiger Woods for cheating on his white woman and flipping a car and then busting him in the head with a golf club. So OJ became a social pariah, if you guys remember. He wasn't to be talked to, he wasn't to be seen, he wasn't allowed to go to restaurants. As OJ, you deny him any kind of affordability of life. And that went on for almost a year, right? All in the media. OJ's worthless. This worthless, no good black nigga. And during this time, they were building up the case that the Clove was this good Christian lady who was volunteering her time to needy motherfuckers on the street and clothing the homeless and feeding midgets. She was taking care of old dirty midgets. All kind of shit. So by the trial, Nicole had now become Mother Teresa. By the trial, she became Mother Teresa. She was helping midgets and people with fucked up feet and all kind of shit. Goddamn, goddamn, OJ was part of Osama bin Laden's damn squad. He's part of Al Qaeda. By 1995, OJ was part of Al Qaeda by then. Get ready to go to Afghanistan. And OJ became part of on the terror list, right? So, fast forward a year to the trial. Now they're trying to get jurists. And remember, the white prosecutors and that handkerchief head Darden dude, they didn't want anybody black on. See, remember, when you get a case like this, that's at a high level black person, they want to make sure they got no black people on the juries. Because why? You're fair. You know? So they tried their level best to keep black people off that jury. Because they know there was evidence they were going to acquit OJ with all the pressure. Right? So they knew that with all the pressure, they were going to acquit him. Because remember, those jurors were being threatened by white America. You guys remember that? You bet not say nothing about it, because they had to be sequestered, and they made the mistake of letting you know who these jurors were. And they were getting death threats and all kind of shit. You niggas, you better not vote innocent for this no good nigga killing that good white woman. That good white woman is like the heart of America. And you better not be voting to let this filthy nigga go with his crime. Because remember, after the trial was over, a lot of those black members said about how they suffered so much pressure to say he was guilty when the evidence didn't show he was guilty. You know, they had been pressured, you know, death threats and everything else. So, but see, white people tell me, we don't see race. We live in a colorblind society. And everything shows you that you don't live in a colorblind society. Because like I said, with logic and reasoning, just logic and reasoning, you didn't have to have the whole evidence laid out before you. You knew that OJ couldn't have committed this murder. First of all, he was in love with this woman. So there was no fit of jealousy and rage. You gotta throw that out the window. There was no fit of jealousy and rage. So that goes by the wayside, okay? That narrative doesn't hunt. Okay, now we go to the killing, right? Slicing off of heads. Now, unless I don't know about murder, unless you can learn how to murder somebody in a few hours, you know, how to murder somebody, the book for dummies, you know, how to murder somebody, the book for dummies, right? So there's no way you could kill someone that cleanly and not have any blood evidence, family. Right there, he should have went free right there. But then they wanted to get those fake gloves. Okay, then where was the brain? Where's all the liquid from the blood, the spit? You know, you severing someone's head off. There's all kind of liquids and shit everywhere. How you get all that? How you kill somebody to get all them liquids all on you? Blood, saliva, all kind of shit. Right? So you ask yourself, how is this even possible? Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's some OJ Simpson documentary. Didn't they have a movie on it too? They had a movie too, trying to prove he was guilty. That's how obsessed. That's how obsessed they were, Big Cheese. Because they'd always destroyed him in the court of public opinion, and they were mad that he got away, right? So the court drags on. It's all sensational. I mean, we were in a sensational season from '94 to '95 about that shit, and the white people just assumed they just knew OJ was going to prison. Yeah, we're gonna get that nigga. They were already treated like it was some kind of sporting event. Yeah, we're gonna get that no good nigga. We got this nigga. We got his ass. That's right. Look the fuck up and go into the and walking the Green Mile. That OJ already walking the Green Mile, right? OJ, they already had his damn prison suit fitted and the rope wrapped around his neck already. OJ was already walking the Green Mile. Shit. We got you, nigga. You about to walk the Green Mile. Not the one of that other goofy nigga in the movie. We got you, nigga. You about to walk the Green Mile. OJ like, I don't know what the Green Mile even is. We gonna teach you, nigga. We gonna teach you. OJ was such a moron, he didn't know what the Green Mile was. Like, what the hell is that? That the yellow brick road? Is that the one Dorothy on? That the yellow? We say Green Mile, nigga, not yellow brick road, you moron. So they knew he was a moron, but he committed this. He committed this astronomical murder. Right? So anyway, so we got the court date, and now they're picking jurors. And the state's attorney are upset. Marsha Clark and Christopher Darden are upset because they can't disqualify the black jurors that they had. They tried everything. I don't know if you guys remember. They tried everything to get these Negroes off the damn jury. Some one of these motherfuckers, because one of them they threw off, and they said she was talking. Remember, they weren't allowed to talk about the case. So they threw one black lady off because she supposedly talked to somebody about the case, and they got her ass about it quick because the whole thing was to make sure they wouldn't have any black jurors. Because, like they said, the propensity of the evidence didn't back the case. The case was already flimsy. You know, but white America needed that guilty. Okay? They needed that guilty verdict. That's all they cared about. They needed, you see, white America was foaming at the mouth for that guilty verdict. You almost got this nigga. You about to walk the Green Mile, nigga. You about to get you. Yeah, Ron Goldman's family talking crazy. You know, so okay, so we got the whole case, man. We got the whole case, right? Back and forth, easy proof. Then you got the two racist ass cops, Mark Furman and the other dude. So they tried to plant evidence. Was it OJ's house or was it Nicole's house? Somewhere they tried to plant some fake evidence. Then they got caught, right? It was Mark Furman, the racist. Racist Mark Furman got caught. But the evidence is really inconsequential to the case, to tell you the truth. It wasn't going to affect the case one way or the other. But it was going to paint OJ in a more negative light. You know, more hysteria, more bad publicity. But what he did wasn't really going to affect the case one way or the other. But it's what racists do, right? What they do. So that was found out. You know, the racist ass Mark Furman was planting shit. Of course, While America gave him every benefit of the doubt and made so many excuses for him. I told you with them, it's about race first. Don't ever let them tell you. We believe we live in a colorblind society, all that dumb shit. Their behavior shows you nothing of the sort. Like OJ being the main thing. They mad. They were mad that OJ had that damn, remember, had the money to pay for good lawyers. Remember they called his lawyers the dream team. If y'all remember, they called his lawyers the dream team. Yeah, Johnny Cochran. What's the other guy named? Robert Shapiro. Yeah, Johnny Cochran, Robert Shapiro. What's the other white guy's name? I forgot his name. Another famous lawyer. I forgot his name. It'll come to me in a minute. You know, I know these people. I was so entrenched in his case. I said, this case is ridiculous. Hey, what's that famous lawyer's name? It's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't. Oh man, what's got his name? Now Kardashian wasn't on that. Was on that case. Nish. He was his best friend. He got the lawyers for him, but then they had to fall out. He refused to be on the case. They had to fall out. He helped get the lawyers for him. What's that goddamn lawyer's name? But he did help acquire the lawyers for him on this. But he had nothing to do with the case. He recused himself. He recused himself. Was it Lee? Yeah, F. Lee Bailey. That's it. I'm about to say F. Lee Bailey. That's it. Thanks, Jibba Jabba. That's it. F. Lee Bailey. I'm about to say Lee F. Lee Atwater. I'm all wrong. I know it was F. Lee somebody. Yeah. F. Lee Bailey. So he had him a dream team of decent lawyers, especially Johnny Cochran. It's the only thing between OJ and most black men, we can't afford that kind of defense. So we get railroaded with bad because about black and white, even on the lower scale level. They see race first always, not justice. It's an injustice system. Because I want you to show how logic and reasoning doesn't apply to us when we step in that courtroom. It's that we're black and we're going to be railroaded on fake evidence that doesn't actually hold up. That doesn't hold up. And so that's what OJ was going through. There was no evidence that ever hooked OJ to the crime. And you have everybody white today still say OJ murdered that woman. Today, they'll still say it. They go, oh, OJ got away. OJ, you remember they made movies about with Big Cheese and talking about OJ got away. No good goddamn OJ. So, we finally get the last day of that trial, right? The last few days, and they get his gloves. But first of all, right? Let's say what he was wearing, right? OJ was wearing some fancy dresses. What they call the Buglianis, something like that. The Buglianis, and a sweatsuit, but he gets no blood on him. So he wasn't even dressed right to go chopping off people's heads. He didn't even have the right attire to go chopping off people's heads. He's got dress suits on and some kind of like jogging outfit, something like that. But the fact he's got dress suits, a Buglianis or something like that. Buglianis, something like that. He's not even dressed to go kill nobody. That's not even taken into account. He's not even dressed right to go commit a double homicide. Because like I said, it was the name of them damn goofy shoes. Bruno Magli, that's right, that's it. I know some Italian, yeah. Bruno Magli. That's it. Yes. Suede, yeah. That's suede shoes, but yeah, with no blood. Exactly, with no blood. Sunken one, exactly. No blood. You got the nice ass, fancy Italian shoes with no blood on it. You know, chopping off folks' heads. He run around with his Bruno Maglias chopping off folks' heads. No blood nowhere. This nigga some kind of ninja, ain't he? OJ Simpson some kind of a ninja, goddamn it, for real. He's some kind of ninja out this motherfucker. Dicing motherfuckers up. No blood nowhere, shit. This nigga trained with the guy that fucked around with the Karate Kid. with Daniel's son. And yeah, OJ learned how to wax on, wax off. Don't get on my Bruno Maglia. Wax on, wax off. But right there, you know, the straight unlogic of this thing. You know, right there, it don't even make good reasoning. I told you. It's not logical. It's not good reasoning. You're trying to make OJ a whole ninja. OJ's in his late 40s at the time. The fucked up knees from playing football. He could barely walk. They knew that's why he had them Bruno Magnus, whatever you call them, damn, because they helped his walking. They were comfortable. They were expensive. They were made specifically for him too. But they got him in the meet as a whole ninja. This motherfucker can barely walk. He's been playing football for 10 years with fucked up knees. And now he's some kind of ninja. You know, he's some kind of agile ninja chopping off people's heads and shit. This nigga's working at Benihana's, chopping up meat. This is a Benihana nigga. It's a Benihana. You know, the stories don't even add up. You know, and like I said, in the black community, we would know love of OJ because he had turned his back on black people. I mean, openly had turned his back on us. So it wasn't like black people had any love for OJ. But black people, we are a just people. Even when we didn't have no love for his ass and he turned his back on us, openly turned his back on black people. I don't fuck with you niggas. All right, OJ. Because even with the PR move that they tried to do with him, black people knew it was fake. They told you, we know he don't fuck with us, but he's innocent. We know he don't rock with us. We know he a coon. We know he don't give a shit about us. Because remember, after the trial, he went right back to cooning. He said, fuck you niggas again, remember? It ain't like he stayed black. Once OJ was found innocent, he said, fuck you niggas. I'm going back with white folks. I'm going back with my white women and white people. OJ turned his back on black people so fast, like, God damn it. At least fake it for a year, OJ. I ain't faking shit. I'm free, nigga. Fuck you niggas. OJ wasn't going to no more churches. He wasn't going to no more black cookouts. None of that shit. OJ didn't even wait till the ink dried on his innocent goddamn indictment to go straight to white. Fuck you niggas. I'm back, white people. I'm here. Because white people wouldn't accept that he was now a pariah, right? They wouldn't accept this coon ass. He was upset with that. Remember, he was whining. I can't get in the country club. The white people don't like me. He didn't say nothing about black people didn't like his ass. He said white people. Right? White people won't let me in their country club. I told them not to kill her. This coon ass nigga went straight back to being a super coon. Now he didn't learn not to be no coon, because that's his nature. He's a coon all the way. You know, through and through this Negro's a coon. But black people are just people. We know he was always an Uncle Tom coon, but we wanted to see somebody actually get justice in this crooked justice system, because it's nothing more than a white supremacist system. And so he said, you guys remember the fateful days there with the gloves? Gloves are all too small. He's looking all crazy. And Johnny Conker's famous line, if it don't fit, you must have quit. If it don't fit, you must have quit. You know, black people always do things with flair. We're a special kind of people. For us as people, we always do shit with a sense of flair. That's got touch. You know, that's got swag in it. And you got Johnny Conker. You know, if the shit don't fit, you must have quit. Jury, if it don't fit, baby, you must have quit. Talk to me now. Talk to me. OJ, show your hands up, baby. Put them hands up. If it don't fit, you must have quit. If it don't fit, you must have quit. Talk to me now. 1,000 t-shirts said that shit. If it don't fit, you must have quit. If it don't fit, baby, you must have quit. If it don't fit, you must have quit. Talk to me. And Jerry's like, yeah, this shit don't fit. That's the black folks that don't fit. So remember, it took them a long time to come back with the so once again they sequestered the jury. And it took them a while to come back with the verdict. Oh no, I can't remember, was it a day or a couple days? And white America was all mad. They was like, yeah, get ready. Where the guilty verdict at? We're sending this nigga to the Green Mile. This nigga's gonna walk the Green Mile. And so when they came out and finally read the verdict, remember, most TVs had a split screen to see the black reaction and the white reaction. Y'all remember that? They said, we the jury on the court in the trial of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson. We found him innocent of all charges of murder. And all white people like, oh, hell no! Oh, let's go! I'm gonna burn some shit down! I'm gonna burn some shit down, you filthy niggas! Oh my God! What kind of Jesus is there? If this nigga gets away, oh no! Oh, the motherfuckers was kicking the dog. Motherfuckers go home punching their wife in the mouth. Black people all cheer, yeah, that's right! That's right, you bitches! OJ's innocent, you no good motherfuckers! There's a lot of domestic violence that day, boy. That day, OJ, the day they read Orenthal James Simpson is innocent of all charges of murder in the first degree. Boy, there was a lot of white women getting their ass beat that day. There's a lot of goddamn violence in the home that day. Shit. A lot of domestic violence going on. Hey, baby, I got your dinner. I don't give a goddamn about no goddamn dinner. That fucking nigga OJ was found innocent. Come over here so I can whip your ass. and so the white race went to a big mourning. They mourned the innocent verdict of OJ. It was mourning. They were mourning. It was crazy. It was funny. So the white race went to a sense of mourning, right? They mourned. So then it became get OJ at all costs, no matter what. So then you had the fake ass civil suit brought by the Goldman family, but they couldn't get it. Even though they won, they couldn't get that OJ's money because OJ was smart enough. He put his money in a trust where they couldn't get none. He got his money in a trust where they couldn't sue it. They could sue him, but they couldn't get any money from it because his money was only given to a trust. He had put his retirement money into a trust. So you couldn't sue the trust. So they were mad as hell about that. that nigga had a trust. They're like Big Cheese said, all kind of movies. What If I Did It? OJ, all kind of like movies, all kind of like CSI shows and New York. That shit called they do those damn enactments. those that shit called not New York Undercover, but what that shit called? What was that show called? Go dun dun. Special crimes victim. This is their stories. Dun. So you seen all those goofy enactments on TV of that, like that story, somebody playing an OJ character. Law and Order. That's Law and Order. Dun. And so years later, that's how you know OJ is a moron. So they were setting OJ up, remember? OJ is the only Negro went to jail, went to prison for stealing his own shit. That's how you knew he wasn't a mastermind killer. OJ's the only individual that went to prison for stealing his own shit. So they need to get him off something. This is the most craziest case years later concerning OJ. So some people have stolen his paraphernalia, all his Heisman and his other memorabilia. That's already been stolen from him. So he hooked up with some other white people he's been hanging with. Hey, nobody black, mind you. OJ don't fuck with nobody black. So nobody black. And so he gets set up in Las Vegas, going to this hotel room to retrieve his own belongings. But somebody white gives him a gun. So they setting his dumb ass up. But supposedly we supposed to believe this is a mastermind assassin. And this nigga's a whole ninja. He's a whole ninja. Now if you guys remember that footage, him walking into the hotel room, he didn't know what was going on. Take the gun. I don't know if I need a gun. And he can barely walk in. So he gets into the room. It was already set up. Just trying to get back his stuff that belonged to him. So he ended up being convicted. How do anybody get convicted of trying to get your own shit back? Because it was proven during that case, it was his stuff that was stolen from him. It was his stuff, his belongings. So they couldn't really charge him with that. I think they charge him with having a legal firearm or something. But OJ literally went to jail for trying to get his own shit back. There's not even no law. There's not even no precedent for that. Nowhere. And everybody knew it. The funny part about anybody in the legal system knew what was going on. This is for them not getting his ass, right? With the murders. And so I think OJ spent, you guys looked at how many years did OJ spent in jail? About 5 or 6? It wasn't no short term. Because he got out in 2017. It might have been 10. I think OJ might have did 10 years up in there. You guys look that up for me. How many years did OJ do in prison? I think his ass did a whole 10 years. I think they got that goofy nigga on 10 years of his life for trying to steal his own shit back. guys look that up for me? How many years did OJ serve? I think he served like 10 years, didn't he? How many years he served, guys? 9. Almost in 9 years. God damn. That's real time. And remember, he was still going out. And remember when he was saying, I love white people. White people so good to me. I love white people. You guys remember that? At his damn arraignment, I love white people. The white people so good. They treat me so good. They so good to me. That motherfucker did 9 years in prison. 9 years is a long time. God damn. That's why I said it was like 10. That Negro did 9 years. And they know he was set up. The funny part, they know, they still didn't care. They knew he got set up. They set him up, but they know so what? So what? So what? Go get him on gun charges. They tried to get him for kidnapping. Was it kidnapping too? Because he had the gun on him in that room, not allowing him to leave nowhere with his stuff. I think they got his ass for kidnapping charges. So they were finally satisfied because they got his ass. Because he's a moron. This is not a sociopathic, goddamn high intelligent assassin. Okay? This is a whole moron here. That's why they gave this moron 9 years because he's a moron. Because he know they was going to, anybody with a level 5 IQ would have known, hey, these white people still want me. They're going to try to get me for anything. So I'm not getting my name and my physical body caught up in no bullshit nowhere at no time. Because they're itching to lock my black ass up for anything. They gave that motherfucker 9 years. This has never been done. This is a precedent. I remember this is a precedent. They locked him up for trying to get back shit that was stolen from him. Because it was definitely his stuff. They didn't deny that it was his shit, so what was the crime act? The court never denied that the belongings were his. They never denied that. Go back and look. The court never denied that this shit was his. So he went to jail for stealing his own shit. They gave him 30 years. They did, and I guess he had to do 10 to get parole. They gave this man 9 years for trying to get his own shit back. That belonged. I mean, that was legally his. He didn't sell it. It was stolen from him. They gave this man 9 years for trying to get back his own shit. But they say you live in anybody white. This wasn't even been a case. This wasn't even been a case. See, now logic and reasoning of white people then, and OJ got fooled by that, just by that bullshit. At that time, they would say, you know what, he's too stupid. He's too stupid to be a mass murderer. There's no way he killed nobody. This motherfucker's an old moron. But even after that, today, these white people still believe OJ killed that white woman and that man Ron Goldberg, or Goldman, whatever name. To this day, they still believe it. As I told you, for them, it's always about race. Always. There's no colorblind, nothing with these people. Just do logic and reasoning. Him going to prison for stealing his own shit was it? Damn, who would have got caught up in some stupid shit like this? This motherfucker's a moron. Exactly. That would lead you to the conclusion, right, that 10 years prior to that, 10 years before that, this moron couldn't have murdered anybody. Because you're dealing with a whole moron. Okay? You're dealing with a whole moron. He doesn't have the intellectual aptitude to pull off that kind of murder. All right? He doesn't have that kind of intellectual aptitude to do it. If he was thinking reasoning and logic, but you saw him as a big black nigger. So OJ is a big black nigger. So, like I said, I'm gonna start coming on through the week, just do stuff like this on my phone, so you guys won't get to talking your shit. If something happens to me on the weekend or something, I'm not gonna make it back to Saturday. So, let me know what's on y'all mind. I know it's late. Most everybody's in bed. They're ready to go to work tomorrow. But anybody holler in, I know it's late. On a weekday, shit. It's already 10 o'clock. Shit. I know it's late. Everybody about to go to sleep. I ain't gonna keep you guys up. I just wanted to redo it because I did it on Twitter. I said, I don't know why I just did it on Twitter. Didn't do it on all networks. So with that, family, we're going to tell OJ rest in peace, rest in power. Hopefully when he comes back again, he won't come back as a coon. Maybe he'll come back as a righteous man, a righteous black man. Won't come back as some bootlicking, buck dancing, you know. But he was a coon to the end. You got to give him credit. He was a coon to the end. OJ was a coon to the end. He was a non-apologetic coon. I have to remember doing that when they were doing that hearing to let them out. I like white people, all white people, my friends, all these white people, I love them all. I love white people. Every white person in here is my friend. I'll lick their ass, whatever I need to do. All white people are my friend. So he never changed not being a coon. At least he kept it real, kept it honest. He was a coon to the day they died. They did him dirty and he never changed his cooning. There never was no waking up. OJ never had no awakening. He was a coon through and through to the day he died. Man, that Negro did 9 years in prison. God damn. I can't, man, that man did 9 years. That's a lot of time. He did 9 years. Oh my God. 9 years that motherfucker did for trying to get back his own shit. You can't, that's crazy, man. But, here's you guys' comments. He wanted to get buried with Nicole? I don't know about all that. He's old Uncle Tom Coon the day he died. It's just crazy. You know. So with that, family, I'm saying much love and see you guys. If you guys on TikTok, the girl's TikTok got the Kenyan TikTok got suspended for a damn week. Yes, this morning with Iraton and Shimani. So they'll be on the network. Guys is going on the network, you know, they're gonna be on the network like we did today. Hey, Toby was pretty good playing the hits today. Once she jibber jabbing, she was pretty good today playing the hits. So let you guys go to the network. They're gonna be on the network all the time as well. But she was pretty good. I see Jason and Joe Mosquito were on TikTok. Me, Jibber Jabber, and Kay were on the damn network. She was playing the hits. I was like, all right. I guys get to play all that Jamaican shit all the time. We was jamming like the old days. Except I'd have to be the DJ this time. Yeah, Joey rocked it. Yeah, that shit was good. You know, she's happy. I hate to say it. She's happy as shit that Katie ass is gone. Katie's gone. You guys don't know the Warren that was behind that shit with her and Katie. God damn. That shit was crazy. She's happy as hell that damn Katie gone. That shit crazy. Yeah, so if you guys up early or late, they'll be on the network playing their jams. And, yeah, she happy as a hoe in church that Katie ass is gone, boy. I ain't never seen her so goddamn happy, boy. And sorry, guys, I'm still waiting for the goddamn video. She done loaned out the camera of the video of everybody inside the damn studio. I've been waiting for 2 weeks, 3 weeks now to get that goddamn video, get that camera back. I wanted to introduce you guys to everybody, Sheila, Christine, Harvin, Danny. You guys already know HR and Camlish and Shamani and the new girl. The new girl's a Christian nut. I don't know if the new girl's gonna last, guys. Let me say some honest shit. Let me say some stuff. I don't know if the new girl's gonna last, guys. Last, guys. Because remember yesterday show we going in on Jesus, and so she wanted to stay for the show, so it was too late, so she ended up sleeping in the studio. Right? The new girl slept in the studio last night. Joby went home. Let her sleep in the studio. She woke up the day, I love Jesus. There's nothing you're going to do to keep me from Jesus. You're not going to stop me from loving Jesus. I said, hold on, you crazy motherfucker. We didn't tell you not to stop loving your Jesus. Hell, you weren't even really on, you were sitting on the side listening. We were just talking about spirituality. We wouldn't tell you to get rid of your Jesus. That's your shit. That's your shit. Okay, you know, she woke up this morning because I was talking crazy. You're not going to get rid of me, get rid of my Jesus. I love my Jesus. I said, you ain't about to bring a bunch of Christian motherfuckers up in there, I'll tell you that. I'll fire your ass on the spot. But these Christian morons up in here, hold on, goddamn, my phone dropped shit. A second, guys. Oh, give me a second. Shit. Fucked up roads out here. So he's like, I said, hey, what's wrong with this crazy motherfucker here, man? She ain't get rid of Jesus. and y'all believe what y'all want to believe. Talk about the universe. I'm a lover of Jesus Christ. And what's wrong with this crazy? But it ain't nothing about that goofy religion. What's wrong with this crazy motherfucker here, man? So I said, hey, man, she might not make it. She might not make it here. This crazy motherfucker. No one told you to get rid of your religion. She woke up this morning. You know, she woke up in the, I checked it out. I was up early this morning, so I was checking in with them. And she just started talking about her Jesus. You're not going to make me get rid of my Jesus? I love my Jesus. And I'm a Christian. I love my Jesus. Who gives a shit? Nobody asked you about your Jesus. What the fuck is he talking about? Somebody's like, what are you talking about? Ask you about your Jesus? What are you talking? Yeah, but Keith and Joby on the show last night were talking about Jesus ain't real, and we're talking about our spirituality. I'm not giving up my Jesus. He said, this motherfucker, a whole basket of crazy. I said, every time, we didn't tell you to give up your Jesus. What are you talking about? Nobody said nothing about you get up your Jesus. That's what you believe. Believe it. We're not trying to stop you from believing that. And I wouldn't try to say, I think Christine's a Muslim, ain't she? And somebody said, Christine ain't no damn Muslim. Okay. I seen her talking that Muslim shit on TikTok. She was just saying happy to people that were fasting in Ramadan. Okay, I didn't know shit. What do I know? I know Christine. I thought Christine might have been a Muslim. What the hell do I know? She's like, I'm about to give up my Jesus. I said, airtime. No one told you to give up your Jesus. We were doing a show last night. We were just describing spirituality. That's what we were talking about. Who told you to give up your, who mentioned anything about your Jesus? I just want to let y'all know I'm not giving up my Jesus. I mean, like a religious nut. It's like one of them religious nut type thing. Like, this motherfucker whole nut. I told Shemada when she left today, I told everybody in, I said, hey, man, this motherfucker might not make it. She might not make it here. They started laughing and just said, she might not make it, man. This motherfucker end up jumping out the window, and I ain't got no insurance on this crazy bastard. Because our studio is like way up on the 7th floor and shit, right? 7th, 8th, 9th floor, some shit like that. I said, I said, shit, this crazy motherfucker might open the window and jump out this bitch. I ain't got no insurance on this crazy motherfucker. Shit, this motherfucker crazy. You know, and Joby hard on women. Joby, she wanted to be all Joby's friend because she thought Joby was gonna stay in the studio with her last night. Joby said, "Shit, I ain't staying up in this motherfucker. I'm going home." I said, "Joby, you gonna leave her in this big ass studio by herself? She might get scared. You know, she's crazy Christian." I said, "Man, fuck all that. I'm going home. I'm not staying in this motherfucker with this crazy motherfucker." Joby said, "I'm not staying in this studio with this crazy motherfucker. I'm going home." I said, God damn. Because Joby lives like 15 minutes from the studio, but Iraton lives like 2 hours away. She lives on the other side of Nairobi, like 2 hours away. So she wanted to listen to the show last night. I said, "Oh man, it's gonna be too late for her to go home, ain't it?" She said, "Yeah, she's gonna stay in the studio." I said, "Okay." You guys see the studio? It's not like the studio's got couches and beds, all kind of shit. So we're not she's gonna be uncomfortable or nothing. You know, it's food, and I told her make sure she don't burn. You know, while they're doing the shows, I'm sure you guys hear them cooking. There's a kitchen and all that shit in there. So I told her, hey, make sure you don't get up in the middle of the night and burn shit down to the ground up in here. And Joe was like, oh no. The caretaker let me know immediately, hey, somebody's burning some shit up in here. She let me know immediately. But I don't know. You guys see the new good. You know she's kind of weird, Jibba Jabba. Jibba Jabba's good. You know she's kind of strange, Jibba Jabba. You know she's kind of strange, you know. you know, she's a good girl, don't get me wrong, but you know she's kind of weird, right? You know she's kind of weird and shit. Yeah, I asked Joby after that show we did Wednesday. I said, "Hey, you gonna stay in the studio with Iraton? Make sure she's okay." She said, "Hell no." They would say, "Hell no, I'm going home." Shit, hell no, I ain't staying up in here. Hey, goddamn, Joe, I'm just asking shit. Hell no, I ain't staying up in here. Yeah, chicken salad. Yeah, I gotta give them tomorrow. Ain't gonna be no nice show tomorrow. Well, I'll probably do one myself later on tomorrow night, just like this or something. But no show in the afternoon because I'm gonna buy them lunch tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not buying no damn chicken salad. I tell you that. Dude, can I have chicken salad? What's wrong with this crazy motherfucker here? I said, because everybody wants KFC and pizza, right? So I said, okay, I'm gonna get everybody KFC and pizza. Look at a movie, right? Because the staff is so big. I said, well, can we all fit out in the middle studio, back in one of the offices? Because we got, big screen TVs all in every office. I said, we'll probably split everybody up. I don't know if everybody's gonna be able to get one to watch this. But she was like, I think I'm gonna watch Boys in the Hood. There's nothing good on Netflix, man. And in Africa, they don't got the Amazon thing on the TV, it's just on the computer. So I need so many people. I need to look at the big screen TVs in all the rooms. So the deal is they're gonna have to watch what I want them to watch while they eat their pizza and their damn chicken, right? This crazy motherfucker said, "Can I have chicken salad?" I know you crazy motherfucker. All we getting is KFC and pizza. We're not buying. You buy that shit with your own money. The motherfucker said, "Can I have chicken salad?" This motherfucker's a whole type of crazy. Can I have chicken salad? Hell no. Chicken salad. And they got them delivered. They're delivering the pizza and they delivering the goddamn KFC. I don't know where you get no damn chicken salad delivered from. Shit. I don't know where you get chicken salad delivered from. Yeah, that's what you better do. I'm sucking one, trying to be all special. This motherfucker is the new girl trying to get all special. You're the new chick. You're supposed to shut up and just be quiet. Can I get chicken salad? Bitches, you crazy? Bitches, you crazy? No, you can't get no damn chicken salad. You go buy that shit yourself. Can I get chicken salad? What are you talking about? Chicken salad. Motherfuckers a whole type of crazy. Can I get chicken salad? You get your ass out my damn face. That's what you can do. Chicken salad. These people here don't want no damn chicken salad. They were telling you what they wanted. They want KFC and pizza. Can I get chicken salad? No crazy ass motherfucker ain't been there but 2 days talking about what you want. Motherfucker, you ain't been there but 2 days. Shut up and eat this chicken and shut your crazy ass up. Chicken salad. Motherfucker crazy. I'm thinking about bringing Katie back. Shit. Better go find what Katie crazy ass at. You better not bring that crazy motherfucker back. Anyway. If you guys listen to Eota's accent, you would never tell she's from Kenya. She got like a white Valley girl California accent. Because she's partly Kenyan and part Uganda. She grew up half her life in Uganda and half her life in Kenya. So she's Ugandan and Kenyan. Her mother's Ugandan and her father's Kenyan. And then she grew up and she hangs around a lot of white people. I said, that's why the accent is all crazy. Where do you get that accent from? Shit. I have a lot of white friends, a lot of white people are my friends. I went to school with a lot of white people in Kenya, Nairobi. What? So that's when you keep talking about you want some fucking chicken salad and shit. That's crazy motherfucker. This motherfucker crazy. Alright, you good. Check out her crazy. Oh, make sure you guys, they might do the morning show on Instagram. So make sure you guys go to our Instagram channel too and subscribe over there at Black Eye Fire Network Radio on Instagram. And on Twitter, Black Eye Fire Network on Twitter too. Man, can you believe we had Twitter's been like YouTube. And I did the show today with Maria and Seto, right? We had 1,500 people in the chat room on Twitter. The last time we had 700 people the other day. But today, the Jibber Jabber was in on YouTube, but on Twitter, me, Maria, and Central had 1,500 people on the live stream. I was like, God damn, this is like old YouTube, right? Old YouTube back in the day. Shit. There's 1,500 motherfuckers up in this live stream. God damn. That's why I did the show on Twitter earlier first. All I got was 35 motherfuckers. And I couldn't tell who the hell it was. That's why I came back and did it. That's why my thumbnail ain't shit. I was driving trying to put that shit together. But we had 1,500 people in that chat room. I was like, God damn. It's like old YouTube. 1,500 motherfuckers up in there. Like shit. Since I ain't never been active on Twitter, I ain't been shadow banned over there. Anyway, family, let me let you guys get to sleep. Let me start running my mouth. Say much love, guys. And I'll holler at you guys tomorrow sometime. Everybody have a good night. Have a good work day tomorrow. And I'll holler at everybody later, man. I want to say peace and love to all you guys. Yeah, man. It's 1,500 people in there. We've been having big numbers on Twitter on Sunken One. Like the day before, we had like 700 people in the live. We had like 700 people live on Twitter. Then the day we had 1,500. That shit was crazy. Anyway, family, much love. Want everybody to have a good night, good evening. Appreciate it, Jimmy. I'm headed down here on Sunken's Way. I gotta go down here to Orlando and down here to Cocoa Beach. So I didn't want to stop and get a hotel because I wanted to stop, get as close as I could. I'm trying to get back tomorrow night. I probably don't make it. I'm trying to do these damn weekend shows, be consistent. Since I left so damn late, I'm still 30 miles away from damn I-75 right now. I'm still 30 miles away from I-75. So I'm going to try to get at least to Wildwood and get a hotel in Wildwood and wake up early in the morning and be down in Orlando and head down to Cocoa Beach. So with that, family, say much love to everybody. Have a good night, good evening. I know. A boy was telling me about it. He's down there in, I got family, friends down in Tampa. He said it was fucked up. He said it was scary as hell. So I told him I was coming down there, but he said, man, it's fucked up. I said, what? Yeah, man. He said, I didn't know that shit was even coming. I didn't even look at the news. He said it was shit flying all over the place. Shit flying all over the road and shit. I said, damn. All right. I hope it's cleared up by the time I get down there. It's still been windy, but it hasn't been bad. A little bit of rain. But I didn't get none of the shit he was talking about yesterday. Any family. With them, say much love, family. Damn. Damn, that's crazy. Shit. I'm glad you're all right, brother. I'm glad you're right on Sunken One. Glad ain't nothing happened to you. Hopefully your family and everybody's okay. All right, that's what's up. All right, family, say much love. Peace. I'm out, y'all. Have a good night.